So when people say they care about the environment, it's fair to assume they want to reduce pollution, conserve resources, protect biodiversity, prevent climate change. And I believe in all of those things, but I still have a problem with the idea of caring about the environment. Not with the caring or the environment, but with the "the." If we take the term environment seriously, if we think it means something different than just nature or the stuff around us, then I think the really makes no sense. It's also a recent innovation, historically speaking. 200 years ago, if you'd told people you cared about the environment, they'd probably have been confused. The word environment only came into wide use in the late 19th century, and even then it was still mostly only scientists using it. And if you'd told those scientists that you cared about the environment, they'd probably have been confused too, because they believed that all living things survived by adapting to their environments. Caring about your environment wasn't a choice, it was a prerequisite for existence. And caring about the environment in some general sense was irrelevant and maybe even impossible. So the idea of the environment as a singular, universal context for life became widespread only with the rise of the environmental movement in the 1960s and 70s. And it's a powerful idea that we're all one connected community of life immersed in one shared environment. But I still think it's wrong. Despite everything that we have in common, we all encounter the world around us in our own distinctive ways. And when someone tells us that they care about the environment, but then advocates policies that disregard or maybe even threatens our environment, it's easy to lose faith in the project as a whole. Even if you think that clean air and water and so forth are good things, which almost everybody does. The idea of a singular environment depends on the idea of a singular human, and neither idea is a very good fit for our diverse and rapidly changing world. For that reason, I think tomorrow's environmentalism will probably have to be an environmentalism. That is, a pluralist environmentalism that is sensitive to the conflicting environmental needs of diverse individuals and communities. And of course, these kinds of conversations are already happening, but they might be easier to have if we recognize that the history of the environment as an all-encompassing idea is both shorter and more problematic than we often suppose.